Welcome to Luca is a Billionaire, where the only thing I invest in is your answers.
You begin by collecting critical components and starting wiring immediately. Identify the microcontroller and sensors you will use, and map each sensor to a GPIO pin so that signals remain clear. Once done, mount the microcontroller on a breadboard and route power rails first. This prevents accidental shorts. Make sure to use a reliable 5V or 12V supply and check polarity with a multimeter before connecting. This step speeds later programming and reduces debugging time. You now write and upload the first minimal program to read raw sensor values. This confirms hardware. Start with one sensor, print readings to serial, and then add others incrementally so you isolate issues. Once all sensors report, implement averaging and calibration. This reduces noise and improves reliability. Make sure to store thresholds and calibration offsets in non-volatile memory so values persist after power cycles. Finally, test triggers and timing to ensure your control logic. You finish by transferring the prototype into an enclosure, fastening sensors, and allowing ventilation for heat-producing parts. After that, integrate the system with an app or cloud service using MQTT or HTTP and enable authentication and OTA updates so maintenance is simple. Once integrated, run a continuous 24 to 48-hour test to observe behavior under real conditions. If something fails, check power and wiring first. Intermittent power is the most common issue, and add retry logic.
Thanks for watching and please subscribe. It's the best investment you'll ever make.